nearly 140 years, this beautiful place has been home to a community of Cistercian monks. For the last 112 years we've had students who live here for several weeks at a time. But even when all the students and the staff are gone home, the monastic community is living here. So in a very real way, this is our home. But it's not just a home for us, it's not just a school for us, it's something that we're very anxious and eager to share with so many other people, because we know how special a place it is. How special a place it is to live, and how special a place it is to learn in. And so the invitation to a school to come to Cistercian College is an invitation to live where you learn. And I think whether that's applying as a 7-day boarder, as someone who comes for 5 days, or indeed who just comes to spend the whole day here, you're living, really living where you're learning.
Get back! Give it! Yes, go on, Millen! Hit it! Yeah. Come on. PD! Que no, ya no. No les violamos, tú para que. Carlos. Chuta. La cámara, como si este fuera mi colegio. Oh, G. Mete tú. Por dentro.
There are a lot of sports here in the college, and I like to play hurling. I like rugby and tennis.
I love hurling and Gaelic football.
I love swimming, playing rugby and playing hurling.
We play tennis, we play golf. We've a team of 25 going to the Tipperary Schools Athletics on Wednesday. There's a show jumper actually just as about to mention there.
My name is Brian Murphy. I'm a chartered physiotherapist, and I've got 2 boys here. I went to school here myself as well. I basically come here on a Thursday morning and I do physiotherapy for whoever needs it.
Yeah, but like I did my shoulder now in 6th year in senior cup, and I like dislocated really badly, but like was very well looked after. That day, staying straight to more, the whole thing was sorted, and a couple of weeks afterwards, the rehab was really well done.
Come along here and pick up the 2 now.
Or whatever, sweet.
My son, and definitely the dorm experience for him has been the highlight. He loves the crack, they have great fun, you know, they've formed that lovely camaraderie that's very important, I think, in those first couple of months.
In the younger years, to build good practice, everyone is in a communal study hall. So we're just going to move in now and have a quick look at that.
We've got a good fiction section. You could read the newspaper, catch up on what's going on in the world, and it's also used very successfully lately for first and second years for helping out with homework. So if anybody's an issue with any sort of homework, they set up very small groups here at this table, and seemingly that's working very well, so it seems like a very good idea to me.
And whether you go down to up to Donegal, down to Kerry, whatever it might be, it's about following your heart and your dream, and you use whatever information we can, and we guide you as best as we can to do that.
Quality experiences make for what I call a very, very constructive formation, which in time nurtures a wholesome self-confidence, self-esteem, and ultimately character. And character building is most important here in the life of the school and in the journey of a student. A choice of school parents is one of the most critical decisions that you can ever make.
In first year, we will give you all an experience of all of our subjects on our curriculum. We'll give you a taster of all of them. And then, after that, for your second and third year, we will limit you to the 10 subjects. We will make 7 of the subjects compulsory: Maths, English, Irish, Science, Business, Religion, and Modern Language, and then you will have 3 more to choose from options.
We have particular genes that can be passed on. That's essentially what we're talking about here when we're talking about evolution. Having genetic diversity in an organism is important so that you can have enough diversity for useful adaptations to be passed on. Okay, so you can see there, the reaction is producing its own heat. It'll stay going and it'll get faster and faster and more energetic until we see this purple flame. The purple is a characteristic of that potassium that's inside in there, and that's your glycerol. All of that being oxidized. The smoke here then is the products of the reaction. So that's water vapor and carbon dioxide.
Alors, c'est ancien pour le masculin et ancienne pour le féminin. Vous comprenez? Oui?
Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire en anglais?
Okay. Ancien en anglais.
You can still be a student who will participate in music in many forms through the 22 instruments that are taught in our college. You can also participate in the Royal Irish Academy of Music exams in any of those instruments. You can be a member of our college choir, you can be a member of our college orchestra. You've heard some of them play here today. You can also participate in our annual music events, our opera, our choral service, our UL concert evening, which will happen in May later on this year. So you still, despite the fact that you might not take music as a subject to examination level, you can still get to appreciate it and still be very much part of the music department in our college. So you're still getting a broad and holistic education, as mentioned already. And it's also worth remembering that music actually helps to improve your concentration. So ultimately it does help you in your academic performance overall.
To get 15 A's in the reading, no, they may do so, and if they do, fantastic. And nobody enjoyed our winning of the Senior Cup more than I did. But it's that rounded, grounded young men. That's what I want to come out of this school, that are ready for the next phase in their lives. And that's what I understand all the other parents that are here want. And hopefully that will what the school can continue to offer. There are outliers, there are. Matthew Kavanagh is on a picture down the way. He got the best leaving cert in the country 3 years ago. Richard Tynan left the school the same year. Apparently there was a toss of a coin between him and the chap who won this Young Scientist of the Year award. Richard's just finishing his 3rd year, his degree course in Cambridge University in computers. These are outliers. That will come from the kid themselves. The school needs to do is facilitate everybody. And I'd always believe a greater measure of a school is how they look after the average guys. How do the regular guys do? And that's the bit that really strikes me, and that's what I know from my time in school here, what counted most. I was sandwiched between two very good academic classes in my time here in Roscrea. We weren't the most academic, but we were a tight group. We really were very close when we left school here. There was a fantastic bond between our groups, and we may not interact on a weekly basis, but when we get together, it's like we've never left, like we've never parted company. And that, somebody asked me already today, what is the biggest thing? He said, that to me is one of the most striking things that I experience as a past man from Roscrea, that I can look back with real fondness and say, you know what, that school really shaped me. That really had a massive effect on my life at the most vulnerable time, or most impressionable time of my life.
Cistercian college boy. And so from the start, when we came here, we thought, yes, this is what we want. We want a child to turn into a young man living the ethos that they keep their feet on the ground, put their heads in the air. What were we looking for ourselves as parents? Well, first of all, Manus had attended School for his primary school education, so the element of continuing on his studies on Scuelga was going to be an important one for us, as well as all his other academic subjects. So when we came, and on the open day, we met two teachers who spoke Scuelga to us more than happily, and that, if you like, built our confidence that that area was going to be looked after okay. And then we met so many other staff that we could see weren't just going to teach the subjects, but we're going to develop the boys into young men within the wonderful ethos of the school. So that was very confidence building for us. So he's 3 years here now, and he's well on the road in terms of his own independence, and I think the independence that students get at boarding school is second to none, because they've had to stand on their own 2 feet. And that's really good for them, I think, because that prepares them, well, not only for the rest of his life here at CCR, but also for third level and for the life beyond. I think life now, just demands that people are independent, that they know who they are, that they're happy and confident in who they are, and that they're able to live their lives at that level.
My name's Peadar O'Murray and I'm from Dublin. And a few years ago I went to a place called Closhinarinna down in Waterford. And it's a boarding school for 5th and 6th class. And I sort of got a knack for boarding down there when I went for a year. And I decided instead of going to a day school, I wanted to go to a boarding school. So I looked up places on the internet, and Roscrea was the one that stood out to me, because it not only did it have hurling, but it also had a wide variety of sports, including rugby, tennis, swimming and running. And it also seemed to do very well academically, as some of its students got like over 600 points in their leaving cert. So that's why I decided to come here.